And now, it's showtime.
Hey guys, once again trying to catch up on all the movie reviews I didn't do in the last 2 years, 2008, 2009. Already got 2008 out of the way, let's move ahead to 2009. Okay, so January, My Bloody Valentine 3D. I'll be honest, this one was kind of your standard B horror movie. The only real reason to go see it was in the 3D in the theater. I wouldn't pay money to watch it on DVD or really go to watch it elsewise. Okay, all the movies from February I ended up seeing on DVD later. Coraline, Tim Burton's animated flick, I believe it was released in 3D in the theater, and I rented it on DVD. It probably was better in 3D. It's a decent movie, but some of the animation was a little jerkier than I was expecting. Especially, I believe I thought that it was going to be 3D animated when it was actually stop motion. And, you know, good story. Tim Burton's usual style. Really nothing special beyond that. So if you're going to see it, watch it in 3D, I guess. Fanboys. Fanboys actually didn't get to see until much later on DVD, almost halfway through the year, because they didn't get released here. And I was anticipating it for quite a while. I had high hopes for it, and on some levels it was good, and in some levels it wasn't. It kind of walked this really strange line of portraying these kind of geeky, nerdy people as normal folks, just with this particular focus of their attentions, and then it would go the other way and downright mock the people who didn't follow their specific devotions, being in their case Star Wars. So in that aspect, I liked it and I hated it. There were a lot of really cool cameos from some people. You know, you have to see it to find out who that is. And, you know, all in all, it's a decent story. I would watch it again on TV, but again, not gonna buy it. Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th, the 2009 version, is kind of a mishmash of Friday the 13th, the first, second, and third from the original series. More the second and third than the first, and really more the third than the second. The first movie kind of gets walked over as a flashback scene before the opening title of the movie, so it basically takes the story of the second and third of the original series, reimagines it for the new audience. It's a faster Jason, it's a more realistic Jason, but ultimately I think it kind of basically it fixes something that isn't broken. You really don't need to redo the Friday the 13th movies. I mean, they're good for what they are, and this one really it's a perfect example of it. I think they did some good new things with the characters, because where the series had gone, there was really no way to go back. So in that aspect, it's a necessary reboot, but at the same time, there were certain things they changed they didn't need to. You know, give it a shot. Maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. I'm in the middle. Okay, I had said before that 2008's Iron Man was the best superhero movie, and Dark Knight wasn't really so much a superhero movie as more was the Joker movie. And anyway, I wanted Watchmen to be the best superhero movie. I really did. And I loved Watchmen. Heck, I had been looking forward to it for years. Even though I had only really gotten around to reading it the year before, reading the original comics the year before, the movie I knew would be something special if it was ever done right, because it's a masterpiece of comic writing. If you ever pick it up, it's like a whole nother type of thing. Just their way, their stories within stories and metaphors that don't really pick up unless in the visual form. You really have to read, and then there's the supplemental material at the back of each issue that really it's hard to capture in a movie, and they did a really good job. One problem though is that the studio got involved, and what became a great movie got cut down to. Honestly, it was a good superhero movie, but it was substandard for what Watchmen should have been. What you really want to see, if you haven't seen Watchmen, don't rent the regular version. Rent this, or buy this, buy this, the Ultimate Cut, which it adds in a lot more stuff, even more stuff than that's in the director's cut, and it mixes in the stuff that's from the Curse of the Black Freighter, which was released as a separate DVD around the same time that the movie came out in theaters. But standing on its own, the Black Freighter stuff does kind of seem out of context from the Watchmen movie, but when they're mixed together in this Ultimate Cut, they really, really make more sense. In that the Black Freighter tale is really, it's a part of the story that you're not really paying attention to unless you see the animated Black Freighter segments. So definitely go watch Watchmen in any version you want, but if you really want to get the true story, watch the Ultimate Cut. Haunting in Connecticut. I ended up seeing Haunting in Connecticut later on DVD, and honestly, it had some pretty good spooks. But the problem I found was when they resorted to the 3D special effects. CGI and horror movies just don't usually mix. I mean, some slasher flicks can do it, but when you're talking, pure ghostly spooks, the CGI stuff really only helps to make it more hokey, and I think that's what killed it for me. A good movie, like I say, spooked the crap out of me. The ending's a little, let's just say the ending looks like it could have come out of a Sci-Fi Channel movie, but, made for sci-fi or sci-fi original, whatever they call it. So, again, that lost me there, but the first half of the movie's pretty good. So if you like horror movies, just go check this one out.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The management of this drive-in theater is happy to announce you can enjoy your favorite form of movie entertainment regardless of rain. No longer will it be necessary to let rain spoil your fun. Now you can keep your windshield clear and dry with a drizzle guard. Simply attach it to your windshield, and in a jiffy you're enjoying the movie without constantly running your windshield wipers. A drizzle guard will save you gasoline and wear and tear on your battery. After the show is over, all you do is take off your drizzle guard, roll it up, and it's ready to be used again, just like an umbrella. So next time it rains, don't sizzle in a drizzle. Get yourself a drizzle guard and enjoy the show. Drizzle guards are on sale now at the concession center.